And tonight we're taking a closer look at how schools in our state handle threats.
According to Safe UT, a few hundred threats are reported through this app alone, many of which involve threats to schools. ABC4's Courtney Johns looking into the kinds of policies experts recommend schools have and what is actually required by law here in the state of Utah. Courtney.
Yeah, Glenn and Emily, in 2019, the state legislature created the School Safety Center. Part of this group's job is to create threat assessment conditions, including an evidence-based model. But even though they consider this model the gold standard, schools aren't required to use it.
Multiple law enforcement agencies responded to a bomb threat.
Today, students reacting to a potential threat.
We hear about them all the time.
On lockdown earlier today.
It's kind of just scary, especially like at school.
And how a threat is handled depends on what school your child attends.
What can we do to help prevent behavior escalating and having problems in the future?
Student and school safety specialist Rhett Larson is a part of the School Safety Center, which was tasked by the legislature to come up with threat assessment guidelines for schools.
The team approach is the best way, and to have a multidisciplinary team.
That's in part why his team endorses the Comprehensive School Threat Assessment Guidelines, also known as CSTAG, developed by Dr. Dewey Cornell.
I was inspired by work I did with the FBI and their study of school shootings, and also work by the Secret Service on threat assessment.
In his research, Dr. Cornell says he found schools make two kinds of mistakes: underreaction and overreaction.
Maybe they bring a plastic knife to school in their lunchbox. They do something that's not really posing a serious threat, but it raises concern. And schools often will overreact. They'll use zero tolerance.
Dr. Cornell says overreacting can take resources away from legitimate threats and often does more harm than good to the child.
You can lower your suspension rates. You can improve your school climate. You have less bullying.
The CSTAG model consists of 5 steps. The first 2 steps involve evaluating the threat and determining if there's intent behind it. If the answer is yes, there's a list of required precautions. Depending on the severity, which has a specific definition, a safety evaluation and plan must be completed.
Parents and students and teachers should know how the school deals with student threats.
While this is considered the gold standard in Utah, it's not required.
They should have threat assessment, they should have multidisciplinary teams, but there's nothing written that they should have it within their policy.
Schools are also not required to report that they are following these conditions.
Do you know of any schools that don't have that?
Not to my knowledge.
We reached out to several schools across the state asking if they use the CSTAG model. Half either denied our request or provided a different policy. The other half used a similar model or the same one recommended, like the Alpine School District.
We have had some really positive experiences, and the schools feel supportive and feel like it's a doable process.
Student Services Director Melissa Bostwick says she likes how this program focuses on a team approach.
Typically what schools did before is they would have administrators investigate maybe a school potential threat, and they would have their school resource officers support them, but they had not had a protocol to this standardized at that point yet.
Dr. Cornell says putting all the pressure on an administrator or police officer just pushes the problem down the street and doesn't address the core issue, which is often a child who needs help.
Honestly, with every student I've worked with, if somebody's worried about them, there's some hurt going on.
School social worker Koki Klein says more often than not, these situations can be an opportunity for them to come together.
A lot of it leads to additional resources and counseling for students, and then also being able to stop bullying situations or mediate conflict that may be happening.
Helping students move forward and stay safe.
Research shows us that if a school is both, if it's supportive and has structure, it has positive outcomes for students.
We have a list of the schools that recently received training on that CSTAG model. And if your school isn't listed, you can file a public records request with your school. And we have a user-friendly form you can fill out online on our website, abc4.com. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much for that report.